Hi guys, it's me Sam from BookEm, and I'm back with a new video. I've been away for a little while again because of school and work and all kinds of cool stuff that you don't care about, so I'm just gonna get on with it. I'm also kind of recovering from the flu, from the cold, so if I sound a little funny, that's why. But that's about it. So today I'm gonna be doing a book haul. And most of these books today I'm showing you are ebooks, so I'm just going to put the picture up and you guys will get to see them that way. I noticed that Kobo was having a sale this week on bestsellers, and they had most bestsellers under $4.99, so it was really awesome. And I got about six ebooks under $5, which is fantastic, and I also have one library book to show you guys right now. Actually, no, I have two library books to show you. I'm going to go grab that one. First, I'm going to talk about the library books that I picked up recently. Last week, I think I picked them up. So the first one I'm going to show you is a comic graphic novel, and it is Star Wars Lando. I picked this one up because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm trying to get into the extended universe. And Lando's a really interesting character, so I wanted to grab his story. I've also recently picked up Volume 1 of Star Wars and Volume 1 of Darth Vader, which I really want to get into too. And I think the graphic novels are a good place to start. I also own a bunch of the extended universe novels as well, which I need to read, which I'll get to someday before, hopefully, episode 8 comes out. But that's exciting. This follows Lando in the events before episode 4, so it's kind of a prequel to when we first met Lando in Star Wars. And in this graphic novel, he's trying to steal a spaceship, and chaos and stuff ensues. And yeah, Lando's a really interesting character, so I want to pick this up. I've read the first 2 issues in this volume, and so far it's okay. I'm a little confused, but I'm going to get into it. First, I always find the first issue of a new graphic novel hard to get into, so yeah. I think this one is a one-shot, so I think it's just this one volume, and I don't think there'll be any more. I'm really interested to pick up other ones from the characters. They also have one for Chewbacca and one from Princess Leia, and I can't wait to pick up those two. The first novel that I picked up this week from the library was Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. Lots of people have been talking about this one, and I'm interested to read it, and hopefully you guys will get to know my thoughts on this soon. I'm not going to go over it too much because you guys probably know what this one's about, but it's about witches. That's really all I know about it too. So I didn't really read the summary, and I know lots of people do summaries on this one, so whatever. You guys know it's Truth Witch, and I'm gonna read this one. Okay, so now onto the ebooks that I picked up off the Kobo website. So the first one I picked up was Orphan Train by Christine Baker Klein. This is about 2 people coming together. So it's about an older lady who was on the orphan trains and after World War II, I think, and then an adolescent who had gotten in trouble with the law, and now she has to do community service, and she has to help out this old woman, and their stories intertwine, and they're trying to kind of figure out, I think, this old woman's history and her history with the orphan trains. I'm interested to read this one. This one, like, historical fiction kind of a deal, and that kind of the World War II and orphan history is really interesting to me because I did have family in the wars and in London at the time, so it's really interesting to see what happened to the young people at the time and how they had to deal with the war, because my grandparents were young and lived in London during the war, so I always find that really interesting. So the next book I picked up is Secret Daughter, and I'm really unsure how to pronounce this author's name, but I'm going to try. It's Shilpi Somaya Gowda. I know I butchered that one, but you'll see it on the title. This one is about this girl who was born in India, and she was a girl, and her family needed a boy, and to save her life, her mother put her up for adoption. And then she was adopted by an American family, I think, or by at least a wealthy Western family, and then how all of the stories of these 2 different families intertwine, and how she goes along in her life. I'm really interested to read this one. I know my English teacher in high school was really liked this book, which was a long time ago, but I trust her opinions, and I want to check this one out, and it was on sale for like $2.99, so sounds like a good time. And I really want to get into something more outside of my genre, outside of my box, and I find books that take place in different countries really do help me get outside the box. So the next book I picked up is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This one was also on sale. I'm really interested to pick this one up because of all the mixed reviews it's getting. I really want to see how I feel about it. I'm not as big, I haven't been reading as long as some of these other people have, but I've been reading a lot, and I do read a lot, but I haven't been into reading for as long as a lot of other people on BookTube have. So I want to see what I think about Red Queen, because it might be interesting, and I might really like it, and I know some people do really like it, and some people don't really like it, so I think I want to see what my opinion is, and it was on sale, so I'm like, hey, why not try it this way? So the next book I picked up is The Rosie Project by Graham Smithson, I think. I've been really interested to read this one since it came out. It's about this guy, and he's a geneticist, and he's kind of awkward and weird, and he kind of is looking for somebody to marry, a wife. And he uses his genetics programs to find him the perfect wife. But as he's doing this, he kind of meets somebody else who doesn't fit that match. And they start seeing each other, I think. And I know this is kind of like a love story. And I really want to check this one out because I'm a biologist and I really like genetics. And I know this book has nothing to do with actually about genetics. But I think it would be interesting to read about a quirky scientist because I am a quirky scientist. I don't think I'm as quirky as the main character in this book, but I definitely think this would be an interesting book for me to read, and I know it should be an easy and quick and fast love story, which is super interesting, and it's been really popular since it came out, so I've always been interested to read it, so that's what I'm going to do now. The next one that I picked up is Mr. Penumbras 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. I've heard a lot about this one through lots of people who read it on BookTube, and lots of people have really enjoyed it. It's about this quirky bookstore. This guy starts to work at it, and it's open for 24 hours a day, but I think there's something magical and different about it that makes it special, and I don't really know much about it besides that, and I've heard lots of good reception from this book. I've heard not so great reception, but I've heard a lot of good reception, and I really want to check this one out, and it was on sale. So I was like, hey, why not check this one out while I have the chance, right? Yeah. And the last one I picked up is The Orphan Queen by Jodi Meadows. This one tends to be in the genre that I love, fantasy. I think this one's about the princess or the queen of this kingdom who has been exiled from the kingdom and somebody else has taken over the kingdom, and her and everybody else who was exiled are trying to take back their kingdom. So I got this one for only $1.99, so I was like, hey, why not? So that's it for my book haul. I'm sorry, I don't know too much about these books, but I don't tend to do a lot of research in the books I want to read. I just kind of pick up the ones that I feel like reading. I picked up most of these on ebooks because ebooks are really easy for me, and a lot of times they have really good sales, especially this one because I got all these books for less than $5, so that's really good price for books, really. I tend to use my library a lot, but when I'm not using my library, I look for books on sale, and that's about the extent of how I read. And yeah, so that's everything for me today. Thanks for watching. Let me know down below what you guys have been reading recently, and if you've read any of these books, tell me which ones I should read first. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!